Good morning, everyone. This is Annette, and welcome to Facebook Live for Thursday, April 2nd. I hope everyone is doing well, staying healthy, staying safe. We're going to continue on with our daily Facebook Lives. Today I have, like I said earlier in some of my earlier posts, every day something comes up in my morning meditation about something to share. And today was no different. So I never know what I'm going to be talking about or sharing about. Today is an interesting subject because we're going to talk about prisons, which is I think an interesting subject to talk about right now. But so I know a lot of people that have taken my classes or been online with me know that I look at movies as I really look for messages in the movies that I'm drawn to look at or to watch. And I love movies that have a wonderful message. So what we're going to talk about today is movies that have, I would say, experiences, show people with experiences being in prison. So I'm trying to remember how long ago this was. I want to say probably 10 or 12 years ago already. But there was about just a 3 or 4 month period of time where I ended up, and it wasn't a conscious choice, but I ended up watching 3 really powerful movies about people wrongly accused of something that ended up in prison. And one of them was, of course, Shawshank Redemption. One was The Green Mile. And the third one was, I believe it was a movie called Hurricane. It was about a boxer who was wrongly accused of something and ended up spending 20 years in jail. And he was eventually exonerated, but that was actually a true story. So I'm watching these 3 movies over this 3 or 4 month period of time, and it was so profound for me watching. And again, I love movies of transformation, how people move through their challenges. We kind of talked about that yesterday a little bit with attachments, just really moving through the experience that we're in. But these were 3 movies of wrongly accused people ending up in prison and going through some kind of transformation. So the one that really, they're all very impactful for me, but how people, when they are put in a physical space of a prison, the physical prison, found freedom. So like the movie The Hurricane, he ended up studying, reading, really changed his life in profound ways, of course. The Green Mile, if you look at that movie, if you've watched that, here this man wrongly accused, he's going to be put to death, but he still chooses to help heal the wife of the warden. So he's still choosing that. And I know it's not based on a true story, but again, what the character is doing in these movies to transcend their experience. And then Shawshank Redemption, of course, he finds actually physical freedom after spending I don't know how many years in jail digging out this tunnel so he can get out, and then helping his friend as well. So I started thinking about prisons. And now we're not in a physical prison of sort, but I started thinking about the prisons that we put ourselves in. So we can look at mental prisons of mentally how we restrict ourselves, how we emotionally put ourselves in this confined experience of thinking that we're stuck. So anything in our lives that we start looking at and we think that we're stuck in that experience or in that emotional energy or mental energy that we've created, it's a prison. It's not physical, of course, but it's energetic, it's emotional, it's mental. So after watching those movies, I really started looking at my life and going, what kind of prison am I keeping myself in? What is creating limitations or confinement in my life, in my experience, that I feel like I'm stuck? And then I start looking at, like, well, who's keeping me stuck here? What's keeping me stuck here? And every time I asked the question and looked deeper into it, it was always me, or something I allowed. So this is one thing I always look at is I have either created it myself or I allowed the experience to come into my life. I allowed somebody to give me an idea or put me in a place that I thought I needed to be. So, that's our topic for today. Okay, so I really I started thinking about now this experience, right? So we're confined to our homes, social distancing. We can go outside, of course, but there is this. I think for some of us, it will feel like a prison, like there's not that movement of freedom that we're used to. So in this experience, what do we need to see about this? Again, it's something energetic, and it's like, how can we step into a bigger sense of freedom when we have these physical limitations in our lives? And that's the piece I really want to focus on today. Another story right about this same time, and again, it was just like, they just popped up, so I really needed to see some things around prison. So this wasn't a movie, but it was a story I read about this young woman. She had, I think, 2 young children. She ended up getting involved with not so good group of people, and they were robbing a bank, I think, or a grocery store, a place, and somebody ended up dying. She was in the car. She didn't actually do the shooting, or she didn't actually do the killing, but because she was involved, they all went to prison, and she ended up in solitary confinement for 5 years. So she's sitting in solitary confinement for 5 years, and she decided if she wasn't going to go crazy in that experience, she was going to change the way the experience was for her. So she decided she was going to make it like a retreat. Like she was on a silent retreat, and she was going to meditate. And she used the 5 years that she was in solitary confinement to meditate, and it totally transformed her, changed her life. She ended up coming out of prison, being reunited with her children. But it was such a profound story, again, of prison and how a person chooses to experience the time that they had in prison. So as we're moving through this experience, there's a couple things that I keep thinking about and kind of feeling into myself. Part of it is this, like if somebody goes to prison, they get 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. There's an end in sight, or there's a parole option. I think that the interesting piece with the experience that we're in is there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know if it's going to be next week, next month. We don't know how long this is going to go on for. So one of the things that I've been really needing to go back and focus on is just stay in the present, be in the moment, and learn how to deal with this uncertainty. And it's a big challenge. It's a big challenge for me. I know it's a big challenge for a lot of other people that I talk to. So it's this uncertainty of this situation. We don't know how long this is going to last. So today I want to focus on really releasing, as we go into our meditation, any, I would say, energies, thoughts, emotions of whatever it is that is keeping us feeling confined, constrained, and help us to go into like a new way of looking at it, a new opportunity, something that frees us beyond our current situation. So as we go into the meditation today, we're going to be working with the violet frequency. So the violet light is a frequency that frees us. It releases these old emotional patterns, old mental patterns, and it's like it unlocks our whatever cage, whatever construct we've put ourselves in, so we can begin seeing or expanding beyond the current situation energetically. And meditation is always wonderful for that, because it takes us, it's not like we're leaving our physical body, but we're expanding beyond our physical body to expand into these fields of open possibility, unlimited possibility. So we're going to spend a little time in our meditation today to just really go into it with the intention of setting us free from whatever in us feels locked down or contained or imprisoned, like we can't move, we can't breathe, right? So let's expand into another field to see again what lives and works and breathes beyond this situation, and open us up to that level. Okay? All right, so we're going to go into our meditation. And as always, we start with focusing on our breath. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and just feel your spine straight. It allows the energy to move up and down your spine. Feel your feet connected to the floor. So feel grounded, feel connected to the earth. As you focus on your breath, bring yourself, bring your awareness into this moment, because this is all there is right now, is this moment. And from above your head, visualize crystalline white light. This is universal prana, unlimited amounts of it pouring down from the universe. And imagine standing under this energy shower. And as you bring in this crystalline white light, allow it to fill your physical body, and expanding your awareness 2 feet around your physical body. Allow it to fill your aura field. And we know how wonderful it feels taking a physical shower in the morning. This is your energetic shower. It just cleanses you releases all of the energetic toxins, pollutions, residues that your aura field may have absorbed in the last 24 hours. And allow this energy to drain down through the bottoms of your feet. Give it back to Mother Earth to be recycled. And as you bring in this crystalline white light, it begins calming, balancing, quieting your emotional body, your lower mental body. And just use this moment for an energetic reset for your day. And once you've brought in and feel cleansed by this crystalline white light, universal prana, bring your awareness 3 feet above the top of your head and connect in with your quantum point. This is your access point to the quantum field. And this is your door of your prison, that as you connect with this point, you open up into an expansive field of light and energy and possibilities. As you connect in with this point, you more easily connect with your higher self, your inner wisdom, your inner sight, your inner knowing. That is always there to uplift you, to support you, to guide you. And as you connect in with your quantum point, you also have access to quantum frequencies, quantum colors. So from your quantum point, with your intention, bring in the royal blue light and visualize this royal blue light around and beneath you. And as you're bringing in this royal blue light, you're activating your firewall. And this firewall filters out lower vibrational energies like fear and worry and anger, frustration created by others around you. After you've cleansed your aura field, you don't want to be taking that energy back in. And you can make this royal blue firewall as big as you need it to be, to feel safe, protected, that filters out this energy. Around that royal blue light, call in the rose light around and beneath you. Visualize it. And as you're calling in the rose light, send the rose light out into the universe. And as you send it out, consciously connect with your angels, spirit guides, spiritual beings, spiritual teachers, whoever you pray to, meditate with, connect with. And as you're sending this rose light out, you are opening up your field to receive love and support. And this rose light expands you beyond the walls of any limitations. It opens you up to universal possibilities and opens you to receiving guidance, support, the help that you need. Now from beneath your feet, bring in, visualize violet light. And this violet light comes from the center of the earth, from the heart of Mother Earth. And as you bring it up into your physical body, into your aura field, bring it up over your head, ask this violet light to release you from anything that has created feelings of stuckness, of limitation. And as you bring in this violet light, again, bring as much violet light in as you need to just totally free you emotionally, mentally, any thoughts, any emotions that have created feelings of being trapped, stuck, feelings of imprisonment. Whatever is keeping you from experiencing total freedom of the soul in this experience, in this day, just ask the violet light to release that. And once you've brought in the royal blue, the rose, the violet, these colors, these light frequencies, continue to support, protect, cleanse, release energies in your field for the next 24 hours. So you can continue on with your day and these light frequencies continue to work. Now, having brought in this violet to release anything that has kept you stuck, bring your awareness back to your quantum point. And again, take another deep breath. And from this level of awareness, visualize this open door that brings you into this place of expansion. And here you can visualize something beyond whatever the emotional and mental bodies are doing. It expands you into another field of possibilities. And this is where we begin using our imagination. From this point, you can image in the rest of your day, your week. Image in expanded possibilities of where you can go, what you can do. And just take a moment and let whatever your higher self wants to provide and show to you, let that image come in. What energy do you want to create today? How can you do today different? To feel and be in this place of freedom. You are here beyond the limitations of our three-dimensional world. Just allow yourself to be in this beautiful place of beauty and light and expansiveness. And this is where magic happens. Magical moments, magical experiences. And as we continue to move through the experience of the coronavirus, it's important to remember to create magic, to expand our minds, our possibilities, our energy, our vibrations beyond the third-dimensional world that we live. Create fun, joy, dance, music. What can we do different today to bring in this light and magic for ourselves and for those around us? And as you practice connecting in with your quantum point, the more you practice, the easier it is to stay there. It's not like we're leaving the third dimension. We're living in the third dimension with our physical bodies, our actions. We need to be here, but we can also be connected to something beyond that brings in something more into our lives, into our day. So hold on to, maybe you've gotten a lot of images, but hold on to one image that felt the strongest. Something you saw or felt or just knew. Hold on to that. And we're going to finalize by visualizing a golden dome. So we're going to bring in the gold light of manifestation and visualize this gold light as a golden dome over you. And the gold light is about amplifying. It's completing, bringing something to a completion. But it amplifies and sends out into the universe this beautiful image, this beautiful light and vibration that we connected with. It helps us feel more expansive as we bring this meditation to a close. So holding your awareness at your quantum point, staying connected to your open door to the universe. Rub your hands together. Bring the palms of your hands outside of your eyes without touching your face. Slowly open your eyes into your hands. Gently bring yourself back into your space. And I wish each of you a magical day. And I would love to see or hear some comments about what this changed for you. Did it help you go into your day? Did it help you feel more free in our current situation? So any feedback I'd love to hear. All right. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Okay. Love to all of you. Bye-bye.